This is me. I just wanted to share some things that I gleaned this weekend from a workshop that I attended, and I think that it's going to be really helpful. I'm sitting on the floor. I'll give you a nice view to look at while I'm talking. No need to looking at me. Okay, the topic is the anatomy of addiction. And there are 6 things that contribute to the cycle of addiction. And first of all, I want to discuss the difference between a habit and an addiction. First of all, a habit is something that you can do pretty much on the spur without thinking about it. However, if you were to try to break it, generally speaking, habits as a rule of thumb, can be broken in 14 to 21 days by replacing that habit with but when it comes to an addiction, it's something that people, they may feel that they can break, but when it really comes down to it, when they try to break, they can't. They end up living a life with that behavior. Now, one of the things that is a part of the addiction cycle is first of all, an experience happens, and for example, maybe abandonment or some kind of frightening experience or abuse. Whatever it is, something happens. It starts this cycle. And every time we have an experience as human beings, it's followed by a feeling. So, for example, if parents dropped you off at somebody's house or left you anywhere and didn't raise you, and someone else raised you, or even if they went through the adoption agency, and from your perspective you feel abandoned by that behavior, then there are feelings that go along with that. For most people that I have met who have abandonment issues, the feelings can be anger, resentment, confusion, a lot of different things. Those are some of the core emotions. Okay, and then with that, after that feeling is number 2. And then sometimes people even shut down the feelings because it hurts so much, and that is called suppression. Press it down because it hurts so much. And sometimes people find it difficult to consciously even remember the incident because it was so painful. Okay, so number 3 is thinking. We begin to think a certain way about life because of what happened and how we felt. And we begin to believe, well, that's just the way life is. People abandon you. So you start to believe. That's number 4, believe. First you think it, then you believe it. And believe it or not, thinking and believing are two separate actions, because you can think, well, that happened to me. That happening does not mean necessarily you're going to believe that's the way life is. But believing, you start to believe that something you just, and the reason something becomes true to us is because we decide to believe it. And whatever we decide to believe, it becomes true. It's just amazing how true that is. And the more we believe it, unless we challenge it, it gets stronger. And when we do challenge it, we can actually let go of that belief and open up to new possibilities, that maybe life isn't just full of people that's going to abandon you. So think about that. Thinking that's the way life is, and then believing, you start to believe that that is the way life is. Number 5 is behavior. After we have this behavior, we have this belief, we begin to react or take action in life based on our belief. So, for example, when I believed that people were just going to abandon me, regardless to how hard I tried to show them that I loved them, I isolate myself, see things that looked as if they were moving away from me. So that behavior began to be the action that I took because I believed that I was going to be abandoned. So why don't I abandon people first before they abandon me? Okay, and number 6, when I moved back, then of course, then you have the experience again. That is abandonment. People move back from me. So we're back to the beginning of experience, and the experience is there again, proof that I'm going to be abandoned one way or another, no matter which way it goes. That's what's going to happen. That is the substance of the addiction cycle. However entwining, and I'm here to tell you that it is possible to break the cycle of addiction and move forward into a life that you were meant to live. There's only one thing that we all need to do, and that is be the best us we can be. Live the life that only we can live. No one can live our life for us. We can't pass it off to someone else. It's what we were meant to live. And we don't, it's going to help us get down that road unless we stay on the road. So my message tonight is to stay on the road. Stay on the road. Ask for help. Ask for help, because the cycle of addiction is not something that we can break on our own. We need help. It's not merely a habit. It's something that has taken over your life and is running it on automatic pilot. I am a life coach, and I have co-authored a book called The Change: Insights into Personal Development. I work with individuals who are highly motivated to make changes in their lives, and they're tired of trying to do it on their own. They're willing to ask for help and follow through. Get in touch with me. Click on my name up can't see that on here. Email me at Coach Glenda, the number 7, at gmail.com, or contact me on Twitter at Coach Glenda 7. And you can go look at some of my programs that I have to offer to help you and anyone who's willing to be coachable. It's on my website, glendathomas.wordpress.com. glendathomas.wordpress.com. I'll also speak on teleclasses, teleconferences, joint ventures that you may want to do together,